So how can one person or a group become more equal than everyone else? It's by controlling what people are allowed to know. This is one of the many warnings of Animal Farm, written by George Orwell from 1943 to 1944 and first published in 1945. George Orwell wrote Animal Farm to satirize the totalitarian outcome of the Russian Revolution. Officials were purged of photographs, of records, and of reality. This is what more equal looks like. The powerful decide what is real. Banning Animal Farm is the same act as purging the officials. This book should not be banned, as the real danger comes from the kind of people produced by not reading it. Animal Farm cautions against relevant themes today that are critical in preventing the tragedy of autocracy, the ignorance of the people, the deceit of the state, and the corruption of leaders by power. The reasons rulers give for the censorship of this book are exactly why this book must not be banned. Under the Soviet Union, suppression was centralized and absolute under the State Bureau, the Glavit. Declassified documents show that the Glavit's censorship was rigorous, ambiguous, and wiped entire phrases from existence with no explanation. But censorship isn't always driven by dictators. In 1944 Britain, publishers voluntarily suppressed the manuscript for Animal Farm in fear of offending their wartime ally Joseph Stalin. Orwell noted that this voluntary self-censorship is often more terrifying than state force and can be seen in his other works, most notably 1984. While countries like Kenya and the United Arab Emirates later banned the book for political mockery or religious themes, the modern blueprint still lives on in China. Today, the regime actively scrubs Animal Farm from digital platforms to suppress its critique on autocratic power. Across every era, the reasons rulers give for banning Animal Farm are exactly why it must be read. George Orwell demonstrates how critical it is to recognize the ignorance of the public before it turns into complicity under a tyranny. First, he warns us about the loud and ignorant citizens. In the book, these are the sheep. They consistently repeat bombastic slogans without a single shred of critical reflection. Bleating 4 legs good, 2 legs bad, which went on for nearly a quarter of an hour and put an end to any chance of discussion. The sheep chant this exactly when a controversial debate or a crucial vote is about to happen. Their loud, willful ignorance completely prevents policy discussion. Ultimately, this behavior solidifies power to the dictators by suffocating independent dissent. In the real world, the Nazis utilized the Nuremberg rallies to achieve this exact result. They deliberately orchestrated mass chanting to eliminate all reflective and critical consciousness. This binds the individual's mind to the regime. The government can then act without accountability because the people no longer have a mind of their own. Reading Animal Farm teaches you to pierce through the loud ignorance of the crowd. It teaches you to maintain the vigilance required to keep power in check. To protect a society from autocracy, we must identify political deceit. This is especially true when it comes from those who profit from it. In Animal Farm, George Orwell illustrates Squealer as the paragon of deceit. Squealer shows how the state manipulates language to cover up its darkest crimes and tame the masses. And at the end, almost too weak to speak, He whispered in my ear that his sole sorrow was to have passed before the windmill was finished. Forward, comrades, he whispered. Forward in the name of rebellion. Long live Animal Farm. Long live Comrade Napoleon. Napoleon is always right. Those were his very last words, comrades. Orwell based this directly on the real-world actions of the Soviet Union. Soviet censors airbrushed secret police chief Nikola out of every official photograph with Stalin after his execution. They quite literally pretended he never even existed. Animal Farm trains your mind to recognize these double standards. It teaches you how to look past slogans and to critically analyze who is actually benefiting from this. The transition of the pigs from liberators to oppressors mirrors exactly how leaders are corrupted by absolute power. In Orwell's allegory, the pigs gradually adopt the same human habits and oppressive behaviors they once outlawed. My mom noted this when she read the book and explains.
我读了《动物农场》这本书之后，觉得乔治·奥威尔写得非常好。他是一个伟大的作家，用一个动物罢工起义的故事诠释了很多国家历史上都经历过的阶段。动物农场的动物在老猪的煽动下爆发起义，赶走了农场主，并将农场命名为动物农场，确立了7戒核心原则，就是所有动物一律平等。但是核心领导者猪掌握了权力之后，动物的日子并没有变好，而且陷入了更深的苦难。故事的最后，猪不仅学会了像人类一样用2条腿走路、穿衣服、鞭打其他动物，还要请人类农场主来做客。动物们发现他们已经分不清谁是猪谁是人。
This reflects the corruption seen in China's Great Leap Forward from 1959 to 1961. Local officials fabricated agricultural metrics to please the state when actual outputs were low.
中国是共产主义国家，粮食需交给国家，所以地方政府虚报产量，没有那么多粮食去交给国家，数以千万计的普通农民被迫交出自己所有的粮食。
The resulting famine killed an estimated 30 to 45 million people, the current population of Canada. The physical reality of starvation is captured in Liu Yao's novel The Ordinary World. Animal Farm and its parallels to the real world remind my mom of this book.
有一个叫侯玉英的跛脚姑娘，因为太饿了，就把喂牲口的硬豆饼嚼着吃了。结果喝了凉水，豆饼在胃里膨胀，活活的被胀死了。这不是路遥凭空编出来的，这是当时那代人眼睁睁地看着的惨剧。
While corrupted leadership remained unaffected, ordinary citizens paid the price. Reading Animal Farm trains your mind to notice how easily power corrupts the human psyche. This is because absolute power corrupts absolutely.
What's your name, new hero?
It's Titan.
Thank you. Thank you. Titan has freed us.
Oh, I wouldn't say free. More like under new management.